Just before 2 o'clock this afternoon, a Caterpillar bulldozer and an 18-feet flatbed trailer were returned to the Belize City Council. Still missing is the John Deere tractor. For almost 4 years, the Belize City Council, under the tenure of Darrell Bradley, was not able to locate these heavy-duty pieces of equipment. A recent special audit conducted into the Works Department of the Council pointed to Port Loyola Area Representative Anthony Boots Martinez. It is Minister Martinez who found out where the vehicles were. Sir, so you managed to locate the 3 pieces of equipment?
Huh?
You managed to locate?
I no managed to locate nothing, sir. I found out where
That's located.
Where were they?
they were. So me not managed to locate nothing. Kind of thing got see what part in there. I heard. That's me. I said, no, me managed for nothing.
It was something actually, because Minister Martinez managed to do what the former Belize City Mayor Darrell Bradley wasn't able to do.
And to my knowledge, I stand to be corrected, up until the time when I have left City Council in March of this year, those pieces of equipment were never turned over.
And you had no idea where they were?
Well, we had indications in relation to, because all of this came through the minister at that time. I don't know if he was Minister of Works. I don't know in relation to, because we don't know what fund procured the vehicles. If it comes out of the consolidated fund, if it comes out of a special project. At that time, Minister Boots Martinez was responsible for the Southside Poverty Alleviation Project. So we didn't know which particular vote or fund of government did that come out. I can only speak to the fact that he was a primary contact person, and we made requests in relation to those vehicles. We needed those vehicles because of the service that we were then providing, and we never got them.
The special audit report states that the vehicles were parked at Martinez's compound located on the George Price Highway. Martinez explained how the equipment arrived in his compound.
Sometime in 2014, I was approached by City Council in regards to want to rent a spot. They were about to take over from BML,
Right.
and they wanted to rent a spot for both and at the same time they were closing down the commercial center, which at the time the office for the sanitation department was at the commercial center, and taking on the workload of so many workers from BML, they asked for me to rent the place. Same thing like when I say, the road to hell is paved with good intention. Again, for this same kind of thing, I opted to say and have discussion with the people concerned and say, well, we are an NGO group, we are community oriented, and the people wanted. So we said we will give the place to them. When you see the story broke, I start to inquire. And I said, and I inquired about it, and the equipment is about 1.5 miles down the road there, taken there to be repaired. As I understand it, maybe you could talk to the person who weapon the equipment there right now, how we get it.
Who is that person?
And the Velmex trucking. And so you can talk to him and find out, and then also too, the City Council have difficulty, they lost the equipment. I they tell you where you could find it, so you could get the police and go there and find out exactly whether the situation. I've never been an employee. I just show you. The road to hell is paved with good intention. You give them this whole property. For the same reason, you never want people to say, oh, you're there in the group, they're in a hustling with City Council for the rent, this, the rent, then get on free.
But for the current council, there are more questions than answers tonight.
It's just a strange set of circumstances, and I was careful at the top of this interview to say I don't know if it was upon delivery or after delivery, because we don't know. It's just shrouded in a lot of mystery. The equipment were not reported stolen. I'm not an attorney, so I don't know if there's a criminal matter there. However, we will further investigate, and if there was criminal wrongdoing, then we would have to turn that over to the police and see where they would go from there. It's a strange set of events. Like I said, when we came to power after March 7th, after viewing the reports and realizing that something was wrong, that is when we started to ask the hard questions and have the hard discussions. And this is what yielded the events of today. It does baffle me because the previous council, we inherited some bills and we saw where they were actually renting equipment. So if you're renting equipment, yet you have equipment that should have been at your disposal, that you're not using, but someone else is making use of, it begs the question as to what was going on, what kind of oversight was taking place, if any oversight at all.
Reporting for News 5, Hipólito Novello.